Good morning, everyone. Welcome to High Vibe Mornings, the morning manifestation podcast. Hi, I'm your host, Kelly Lunt, and I am a law of attraction teacher. So, welcome. I do this show every Tuesday, Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I always start the show with a collective message from Source, and then I dive into free little mini reads, hot seat coaching. Of course, super chats do get priority. So, welcome everyone. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. I hope you guys are off to a great start for things you want to manifest this year. So, let's just jump straight in. Let's see what today's general message is. I'm wondering if it's going to show up from the from the New Year's. Let's see. It's letting go, letting go, letting go. Letting go that things didn't pan out the way they coulda, shoulda, woulda. Letting go that it's not panning out the way that you would have liked. You may prefer to drink your glass of milk in a tall, clear glass. But if you get your glass of milk in a shorter, little bit wider glass of milk, is that the end of the world? Many of you don't care about the particulars. So when we bring in your manifestation, you love it, it's great, but then you worry about the particulars. Wait a second, but I manifested my milk in a short, round glass, not a tall, skinny one. What does that say about me? What does that mean about me? What does that say about my standards in love? Well, wait, this was great, but hold on. Does this mean that I'm accepting the bare minimum? Am I teaching him to treat me? You get wound up in this little bit of worry. Well, I got the new job. It's closer to home. The pay is good. This is better. But wait, maybe I didn't hold my manifestation long enough and I could have gotten a better one. Excuse me, guys. I don't know what's going on with my allergies right now. Say hello if you're coming live. Oh, okay. Let me get back to the message. So for many of you, we're bringing you your manifestation. You're just wound up at the worry vibration. So can you let go? Be like, hey, it's okay to feel worried. When you're wound up, you're pinching yourself off from source of your manifestation. We can be giving you inspired ideas, letting you know it's okay, but you won't receive it or hear it. If you first go, hey, I feel worried. It's okay for me to feel worried. It's okay that I feel worried. You might not be in full alignment when we could bring the world to your fingertips, but we could at least get one message into you. So you got to identify how you feel, normalize it. It's okay for me to feel worried. Of course I want to feel worried. I want my life partner to be amazing. I want the job I get to be absolutely amazing. I want to love where I work. I want to love my life partner. I want to feel like I got a good deal. I want to feel like I got a good deal. I want to feel happy. Of course I just want to be happy. And I'm just worried about feeling happy. Now we could send you many inspired ideas. So, in short, guys, it's okay to enjoy. It's okay if you're fine with the $30 pair of jeans. It's okay if you also know I wouldn't feel good unless I was wearing the $100 pair of jeans. It's also okay if you're the person who's, oh my God, I couldn't wear anything below a $200 pair of jeans. But if you're fine with the $100 pair, this is really about you identifying what you like, being okay with what you like, and then giving yourself permission to enjoying it without making it mean anything about you. Some people did come down to live a life of, whoa, what are those swamps? You know, if I could just go out there every day and go catfishing, bring back a good catfish to my lovely wife and we just eat a good meal every night, would you want that person to just enjoy their simple, quiet life? Or would you want them to be, oh my God, I'm not living in a mansion. What does that mean about me that you're just a little caught up and a little wound up in remnants from your past. So let it go so that you can just enjoy the good feeling thing coming to you right now. Hey, Concha, welcome. Hey, Cece, how are you guys? I don't know if you got a chance to listen to the whole collective message there, but so feel free to comment on it. Or hi BBB, we are now in the portion of the show where we dive into free mini reads for those in the audience. Super chats do get priority, so say hello if you're coming live. Hey Lauren, hey Deborah. Hi guys, hello to all these new faces. This is High Vibe Mornings, the morning manifestation podcast. I do it every Tuesday, Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. I start the show with Tell me more, Concha. I start the show with a general message from Source so that, that way those who can't join live can still hear a personal message in the beginning of the show. And then those who are able to join live, I dive into free mini reads for about 30 minutes. But super chats, of course, do get priority. I'm doing well, Deborah. Happy 2026, everyone. But Concha, go ahead. Let me know what's up. Being wound up in worry. Oh boy, tell me more, Concha. Hello, Myra. How are you? How are you, Deborah? You're doing good? Good. I worry about having my manifestation in a short round glass, not a long glass like they said. Yeah, okay. Tell me a little more, Concha. It feels like a lot of your worry and wound upness is, I know I can manifest. I could get the tall glass. I could get the short glass. I'm just worried though that once I get it, I may not like it. Like that's what your worry kind of feels like to me. How does that? Hey, Raindrop. Raindrop Drop, that's a cool name. How did that resonate, Concha? That's what happens, guys. That's why, like, when you're young, you're like, I want this, I want this, I want that. Oh, and you're like so youthful and like, it's my next adventure, it's my next adventure. And then once you go on adventures where it's like, whoa, that didn't work out for me. Whoa, I put in all that energy and effort and I didn't even like the outcome. And then it's like, what was all that like 10 years of work for? I don't even like, where I'm at. So then people just slowly stop manifesting as they get a little older. But deep down, yeah, I worry about exactly wanting that. Okay, all right. So what do you have for Concha? Anyone who's at a place of, I worry that I might manifest the wrong thing. I worry that once I manifest it, I'm not going to like it. I worry that, what do you got, Spirit? Well, what we were kind of starting to drop a little seeds for in the general is that some of you are doing an element of trying to demonstrate your power. And Concha, that's all this is. You are starting to realize how powerful of a manifester you are. You are hitting that point where you're like, wait, I want to make sure I'm actually going to like it. You're never going to know if you like it or not until you try it, right? You don't know if you like a chocolate chip cookie until you try it. You don't know if you like sour candy until you try it. But you wouldn't take your first bite of sour candy and go, oh my God, that was horrible. I'm never eating candy again. You would go, let me try a more sweet one. Let me try a chocolate one. Let me try the chocolate with chili in it. So it's really about, I'm beginning to be willing to be open to life again. I'm beginning to be willing to be open to life again. I can allow myself to begin to be open to it again, to begin to allow more of that life force energy to be moving through me, allowing myself to like open up in my body so that I can allow myself to experience and feel things again. I would kind of like to be active again. It's okay for me to like the life I have, feel really content, vibe number 7, and also feel a little boredom, vibe number 8. That's the sweet spot, guys. When you oscillate between content and boredom, then I'll be like, okay, well, I am a little bored. I like the base I've got. What's a little sprinkle to my life that I can have? So, Concha, you have the core of your life figured out. You like your base 60, 70%. You're right there at that content and bored. Your sprinkle is, I got money figured out. I got this figured out. I do right now. I want a man, and I want even more money now. I'm going to let my inner being take care of a lot of the energy on this one so that when I refocus here, it can happen kind of quickly. I want to put more of my daily time focus on this. So universe, help me get clarity on what broker to work for. Should I start out on my own? I'm at the place of gaining clarity about my next step around business. Because Concha, you don't need to worry. Like, so what if like think of it this way. Let's just say, pretend you're 40. When you're 80, do you think you're going to look back when you're telling, grandkids or just younger people your life story? You think you're going to look back and go, yeah, that year or that 2 year I spent at the broker, oh my God, I can't believe I, wasted my time there. I spent 2 years there not believing in myself, but then I had 20 years of roaring success as my own brokerage. Do you really think 6 months, a year, 2 years is really that big of a difference in the large scheme of things? And they're asking you that as a question. Do you have any 2026 goals? Of course I do. Yeah, I dropped out of college at 22 because I changed my mind what I want to be. I thought I wanted to become an artist, but I actually want to be a therapist. Oh boy, so you're going to go back to school and finish that degree? Good job, guys. Like, I'll wait for Concha's answer. I think I worry because my period has been off for the last 2 months. It's never been like this, and I am 40, so I'm feeling a little worried on that. But yes, I hear spirit, and it's true. So you kind of gotta let it go that it hasn't worked out how you thought. Wow, the age thing's hitting me hard. Whoa. I feel like it came in out of nowhere. That's what Kelly, when she sees her gray hair, she's kind of like, whoa. It went from 1, 3, 10, 20 to now all of a sudden the front part of my hair is really starting to go gray. I feel shocked. I feel stunned. I feel surprised. It's like it came in out of nowhere. 2 months of my period being off? Whoa, I was supposed to be young for forever. I thought I could manifest anything. This is that perfectionism that we're talking about, Concha. I thought I could manifest anything. I thought I had control over everything. I thought I could manifest staying youthful and young for forever. The only difference is coming to Earth is a round trip ticket. It's a round trip. Source, Earth, back to source. It is a round trip ticket. Why not view it more as awareness of, oh, whoa, that's right. This is a round trip ticket, and go me. I'm a very powerful co-creator, and use it as awareness of how powerful of a co-creator you are. Look how long I was able to do this, and this. I appreciate this reminder that this is a round trip ticket, and then use it as your reason to line up and hyper focus and go, okay, this is letting me know that The youthful stuff doesn't make me happy anymore. Concha, would you have wanted to have been at a big New York New Year's Times Square party last night? When you guys were younger, you liked that stuff. I just want to be out. I just want to be out. Oh, it's so and so's birthday? Yeah, I want to go out. Meanwhile, you don't even really know the birthday person. You know, in the youth, it's more about, oh man, 20 people came out for my birthday. It was so great. Then when you get into your 30s and 40s, it's like, oh man, I had a really small dinner party. It was me and my 3 closest friends. I trust them all. Oh man, my best friend came over and oh, she made me the most beautiful scarf. Different things make you happy. So why not use this as a, whoa, it is time for me to laser focus. Do I want family and children? Because if I do, now is the time. So we're asking you, why not use this as your reason to focus? All right, Concha, give me your thoughts on that. So true about different things make me happy, and I hear you about time to focus on. Yeah, and Concha, I feel you. God, when I see like this, and then I'm like, do I really want to spend my, it's kind of like a, how do I want to spend my time, you know? Do I want to spend my time, energy, and my focus on reading up on gray hair? Because there are, you know, I have seen some stuff where there were clinical studies that 70% of people, it stopped future gray hair or significantly slowed it. And for 30% of people, it reversed gray hair, you know, and then Andrew Huberman just did a podcast on gray hair can be reversed. It's like, is that where I want to spend my time, energy, and my effort? Or is it, hey, you know, when that happens, I actually just get worried that I'm not attracted to potential partners anymore. And I just get worried that I won't have the family life. So do I want to spend my time on, let me get gray hair to make sure I can still get a guy? Or do I just want to spend the time and go, whoa, this is a round trip ticket. If you want to do children and the family life and have an amazing husband that you love taking care of and he takes care of you, focus in on universe, show me what that family life feels like. Does that make sense, Concha? Are you going to just try to be fixing problems, solving things because you're worried it will prevent you from getting something? Or are you just going to focus on the thing that you want? But also hear that it's okay that, like, I may use it as a, whoa, nope, I want the feeling of family because I actually care about family. But it's also okay if some people are like, no, I actually care about looking beautiful, like the Kardashians. I care about looking beautiful my whole life. Either choice is okay. But it's more important to focus on what one generally feels good for you and happy and joyful, so that you're having fun, joyfulness, and happiness along the way, right? But you don't, because you just don't want to focus on the thing that you think will get you the result. Focus on the result that you want. Your mom dyes her hair black. I don't know if I want to do the hair dyeing thing. I'm either going to let it grow or I'm going to start taking like supplements and stuff. I'm just either going to let it grow or take supplements, but I don't know if I'm going to do the dyeing thing. It's like, make a decision. I'm beginning to feel more open to having my menstruation come in looking different than I thought. Like the guy looks different than I thought, and that may be okay. Do people actually want to look like the Kardashians? Raindrop drop. That's a funny question. So, what? One of them has like a jean company. 2 of them have makeup companies, and like they're all like triple-digit millionaires. Yeah, people obviously want to look like them. Maybe not look like them, but they're certainly inspired by their focus and passion on beauty that they're willing to buy their products. So there's certainly a lot of money, a lot of energy going towards that feeling that, you know, but look like them. Maybe not exactly look like them, but inspired to like feel your best, look your best. I think a lot of people do get inspiration from them. But then on the flip side, there's a lot of people who like shame it and, you know. But okay, let's focus back on Concha. Like maybe the guy looks different than I thought, and that may be okay, right? It's the internal feeling manifestation. It can't be shallow. Yeah, so Contra, I think you're just... Oh, it was in your earlier comment. It's like make a decision. I'm beginning to feel more open to having my manifestation looking different than I thought. This is about, it's essentially about being willing to line up with, this is what I want to experience next. This is what will delight me. And then being willing to let it come in. Hold on. And there's a little bit of difference. Because I know for me, when I was younger, it was, well, this is the right thing to do. A good person would want to do this. And I would manifest from that point of view. Right? So I think there was something about like feeling powerful for you when you manifested when you were younger. So now that you're just at a different vantage point in life, you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That, I kind of don't understand why I used to manifest that way. Think of I think you know who I'm talking about, Concha. I don't know why I used to like that kind of manifestation. Now I know that for me, like, I don't want to prove how like good I am, how philanthropic I am. Like, I want to have fun, happiness, and joy. So before I'm fully lined up with this is what will bring me joy, let it in, universe, it's the process of tuning into happiness and joy, right? So you're in the process of like tuning into what is the new way I want to manifest on. Right, because that's kind of why you're a little stuck when your brokerage thing. Do you want to go for the way that demonstrates the most power? Meaning, I was that, like youthful 20-year-old who just like, I plowed ahead and went for it. And I took on all the risk and I started the brokerage. I therefore deserve all this good stuff, right? But you have enough experience to know that just plowing ahead and going through like, kind of having a little demonstration of your power, that you're like, that's not what it's all about. So can you fall in love with yourself that you're starting to like stability, credibility, secure, that you're kind of now starting to have a little bit of respect for the tried and true path, right, Concha? Because sometimes it's okay to, let me just go work for brokerage and learn all the ins and outs, learns all the legalities. Because sometimes there are the people who are like, trailblazing, like Elon Musk is building rockets and stuff. And then everyone has that equivalent in their own life. You were a trailblazer for a while, but now like it's kind of like making peace with the fact that you are kind of picking a tried and true path. Every human needs to manifest a home. Every human needs to like sell one, buy one. Does that make sense, Concha? I'm going to focus on Concha's comments right now, and then I'll come back and read yours, Raindrop. Remember, everyone, super chats do get priority. So Concha, we have our mastermind call later today too, so that will be good. You're live, your rules. Raindrop drop, you're funny. I hope you come back. I do it Tuesday, Thursdays, 11 a.m. You just had a good question, and I just want to be able to like stay focused on the question. That's all. Otherwise, I'll be like ADD bouncing back and forth between both of you. No, I agree. I've internally realized that my ego wanted to do it alone, but I felt excited to be at a brokerage. It felt better in my body. Okay, so this is about like becoming okay that you're now manifesting from a different vantage point, that you are wanting a little bit more comfort, cozy in your life, that you're wanting a little bit more like security, and there are those people in their 20s, they're like, I'm spending all my money on experiences and this or that. But then when their 40s, 50s, 60s come around and they don't have money saved up, they're like, whoa, now they're still living in that like chaos, Whereas people who, nope, I'm just gonna work a job, save, steady, they didn't have as many vacations, they didn't have as much spontaneity. But now they're 40, 50, 60, they're like, living in their dream home. They are driving their dream car. They are, well, no, now that I'm retired, now I take vacations. They might not be taking those vacations to like Cabo, Mexico, where it's crazy party. Oh my God, I lived it up. I had so much fun. But they're like, oh, we went to Thailand or, oh, we went to Japan and, we ate at the world's best sushi restaurant. Like, they focused on stability and now they have stable travel. Like, I hope that makes sense, man. And I agree with internally that my ego wanted to do it alone, but I felt excited to be at a brokerage. It felt better in my body. Good. And like, yeah, Contra, same thing. For me, I'm a channel, I'm a medium, I'm an intuitive. I can do inner child healing work. I could do shadow work. I could do past life regression. And then I just realized, like, wait a second. But what I really like doing is law of attraction. I really like teaching law of attraction to people. So you got to line up with, I'm now manifesting for what makes me happy, what makes me joyful. And then it's like, whoa, this is what makes me happy and joyful. So you got to be okay that there's that little bit of a whoa phase, that little bit of a comfort building phase of, I'm now manifesting on what makes me feel peaceful, calm, and excited still at the same time in my body. And then it's like, okay, give me a little bit of that. Give me a little bit of that. And then it's like, all right, universe, this does feel comfortable. Let's go. Okay, let's see if there's anything more for Concha, and then we'll go on to raindrop. Yes, Concha, that's all it is. You have your guidance. You know what to do. You're just in worry that you're not like demonstrating power. Leave that to the 20-year-olds. Be calm, okay, and accept that you're at a new phase. You're enjoying life differently. Kelly's been going to the gym and lifts for a while, right? At first she was a little bit younger, 4 years ago. So, the younger guys were lift heavier, and she could do it. But then there was a point where she did PR, but her body was in pain for 2 or 3 days. And whether you want to say when you're younger, your body can handle better, you can adapt better, maybe it's also just as you get older, you're less willing to put up with discomfort. That's what Kelly realized. She's like, actually, my body was sore, but I was just always willing to walk through it. I was still willing to go, still run 3 miles the next day. Now it's like, whoa, how do I lift it away when my body still feels good? The 20-year-old guys at the gym, they get joy in drop sets. They get joy in, I'm so sore, I couldn't even walk for 2 days. I'm proving how hard I worked out and how hard I can push myself. And then, as some of those guys started seeing Kelly not push herself as hard, they were like, you can go heavier. What's wrong? What's going on? And Kelly was like, I mainly come in here for mobility. And then she started realizing, whoa, there's a whole group of people who come in here just because it's a good way to spend time. They like to feel good in their body. They value physical health. And it's social time. She started realizing, like, there's some people who come in here, they get a workout in, but they come here just to talk to the people here. You see how it's 2 different ways of enjoying the gym? So that's it, Concha. You figured out the way you want to enjoy it. Now it's just lining up with it, making peace with it. This is how I want to go forth in my brokerage. All right, you got it. Let me go read raindrop. Poo. Okay, let me see. I've always thought they look rather too perfect, if that makes sense. That surgical look, maybe that's just me, but I also agree that people just want the same aesthetic. Some people do want that. Some people came down to, I want to go live and experience life. And I love that there's all these procedures you could do now, some invasive, some non-invasive. And it is like, I want the most symmetrical face. I want to like work and live my life to a point where I want to go down and just have that most perfect, most attractive face. And let them be them. Let them be them, You know what's crazy? Back in high school, I used like YouTube card readings for my crush. Because I noticed clues of him liking me back, but after I watched too many YouTube videos, he kind of like stopped. Yeah, dude, it's kind of, that was one thing I learned. I'm like, dude, do I want to be in a relationship with someone based on what the tarot cards are saying he's thinking, feeling about me? Or do I want to get my reassurance from tarot cards that he's still into me? Or do I just want to see, how do I feel about this person right now? You know, I actually feel insecure. Haven't heard from them for 2 or 3 days. And then, like, who the F cares if the tarot cards are saying that they like you if the person's not calling you every day? You know, so I kind of like, fuck that shit. Like I became too hyper-focused on card reading, if that makes sense, that I stopped like looking back at him. Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah, I feel you. I started avoiding him or expect to approach me all the time, and I just sit back. Okay, well, Raindrop, do you have any teeny tiny question you want me to focus on or anything? Yeah, it's kind of like, and do I want to sit there? I don't know, man, guys. I'm trying not to talk about myself so much on these lives, but I'm definitely just at a point where I'm like, wait, I want to get back out there and I'm ready to like engage in life again, engage with people. You know, I have, as much as we may have been hurt by people in our 20s and our 30s, whatever age you're at, put whatever decade in there, okay? Like, life is still worth living. Life is still worth opening up again. Now we just have more discernment. Like, okay, you know, third time meeting someone, I'm not going to invite them back to a party that's at my house. I'm going to, hey, that was really fun. Yeah, let's go get matcha again. You know, honestly, I think the coolest friendship I have developing right now is one where I think I'd bump into her at the gym like maybe twice a month, and that was like that way for a year. And then we discovered we have 2 topics in common, and one of them was like matcha latte. I was like, well, let's go try all the matcha lattes in town. And I think I maybe hang out with her like once a month. Sometimes I don't hang out with her like January or December. I don't hang out with her at all. I hope later in the month I'll have my little catch up with her. That's a really slow build friendship, and it's one of the coolest ones I have. It's innocent, it's pure. We're slowly opening up. So the point is, even though you got hurt in the past, and that's a reason to shut down. Like, you have discernment and wisdom. You know? Okay, not really. I was kind of just going with the flow of the conversation. Oh, okay. I just met you, but I love when you talk about yourself. Thanks, Raindrop. I love when people talk about themselves. I'm weird or something. No, I get it, because I like learning from people's life experiences too, and I like hearing, how do you view it? How do you view it? Because I just like seeing how different people view the same thing, and it kind of helps me come to my conclusion on life. And I don't mind talking about myself. I just want to like respect my privacy. You know, I think I was a little too open in the past. I want to respect my personal life, and I want to respect like my friends and like respect their privacy. That's all. Well, Raindrop, I'm glad you came here. Concha, I hope that was helpful. We have our mastermind call later today. Raindrop, give me a subscribe. Come back, guys. I do this show Tuesday, Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. And be on the lookout. Stay posted on the community tab, because I'm either going to launch a mastermind or do a workshop soon. So would love to see you guys there. So lots of love, guys. Have a good day. Happy 2026. Bye.